God will test you with suffering. God will test you with challenges. God will test you with difficulties. God will test you with hard times. But that is when the proof of your faith is manifested. Not when everything is given to you. Not when it's easy. Not when times are simple. But in the challenges, do you curse God or do you bless Him for giving you the opportunity to experience these challenges, experiencing difficulties to become better and to get closer to Him?
All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. All praise and double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who brought us this truth many, many years ago and still to this day preaching us this truth. I want to say shalom to all the true believers, the men and the women that's learning, teaching, seeking the Lord out with all sincerity and due diligence. I want to say to you all shalom. Just back with another lesson real quick. We could jump straight to the point. And as you can see, I had this video playing, and that's what this lesson is going to be about. How we going to be tested. We're going to go through trials and tribulations, man. You know, we got to go through these hard times. In order for us to receive that crown, in order for us to receive that salvation, we got to be battle tested. We got to go to that narrow gate, right? You got to go through that straight gate. You got to go on that walk by yourself. You can't go on that walk holding hands to hands next to somebody. You can't go on that walk maybe with your mom or with your dad or your brothers or sisters. You got to go on that walk alone. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You got to be battle tested. The Lord is not looking for a man who's going to fold on the right away with these little afflictions, but that MOTB is coming, right? So the first precept I want to grab, I'm sure you all know it. Ecclesiastes, start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 2. 2 verse 1, Salakin says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And in a minute, we're going to look up that word temptation in the Blue Letter Bible, but it goes back to trial or test. All right, so let's continue. Set the heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So when you're going through these hard afflictions, you're going to get tested with people at work. You're going to get tested with your family. You might lose your family. You might lose your job. You might lose your car. You might lose anything that brings comfort to you. And you're going to be tested with it, man. And the Lord going to see how you're going to react when those things are taken away from you. Kind of like Job. Job lost everything. Job lost his his kids, he lost his home, he lost his cattle, all his riches, everything the Lord blessed him with, scabs and diseases thrown on him. He lost everything just to test his faith. But Job never cursed the Lord. You know, he was angry, he was upset, he was frustrated, but he never cursed the Lord. He never steered away from the truth, man. And that's how we got to be. We got to be like little miniature Jobs. We are got to go through a hard walk, but we are got to stay focused and stay firm and rooted in Yahweh Shah, right? Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. See that? So depart not away when these things is coming, man. You know, keep fighting. When things get harder, keep fighting. Do more work. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. See that? So whatever we go through, man, we gotta take it. We gotta take it on the chin, man, and be happy about it. You know, just like the prophets of old, Paul and Peter, when they were thrown into prisons for teaching the names of the Lord. They were happy about that, man, because that's how you know they was doing the right thing, right? And it says, be patient when thou art changed to a low state. So that's what we have to do. We have to be patient when we go through these hard times, man. When our comforts are taken away from us, our kids, our families, our women, our husbands, whatever. Even women, when they get their husbands leave because they're not in the truth and they're not rooted and embedded in Yahweh Shai and they don't believe, you could lose your homes, your cars, your jobs, whatever the case may be, man. You got to still be patient and believe that the Lord will bring you out, right? It's verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. For just how gold is purified in fire, when we get purified with when we get thrown into these afflictions, we come out purified, man. We come out a totally different person, like a new character, right? Because all this is preparing us for the big upcoming, which is the mark of the beast, the MOTB, right? If you can't get through these afflictions, these small afflictions down here on earth, how you going to go through that Jacob's trouble in the mark of the beast, man, when you have nationwide blackouts? You know, you have no more cell phone service. You have no more Wi-Fi service. When you have no more water to drink or to feed your kids or to feed your children. You know what I'm saying? When you have no more food in the storehouses, man. You know, when you don't have a way to provide for your children at that time. How are you going to handle that if you can't handle the small afflictions that you're going through right now, right? So let's grab that. Let's go jump. Hold on the notes. We're going to jump to Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, and then we're going to look up that word temptation. Right here, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. And it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, And we're going to look up what that hour of temptation is. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's that MOTB, man. But the main point is, real quick,
Strong's G 3986. Pairasmas. Pairasmas. Strong's G 3986. Pairasmas. Pairasmas.
Right? And so let's look it up. It says right here. It says an experiment, attempt, trial, proving. Now we're going to go to 8. It says trial, proving. The trial made of you by my godly conditions. 6 conditions serve the test of love. Verse B, the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, and virtue and consistency. Right? So our integrity is going to be tested. Our virtue going to be tested. Our consistency going to be tested. How bad do you want this, man? Do you truly believe in the Lord Yahweh Shah? Do you truly believe in his word? Right? Right here. Right here, now we jump down to IV. It says adversity, affliction, trouble, sent by Yahweh and serving to test or prove one's character, faith, and holiness. So our faith is going to be tested, man. And that's what temptation is, and that's what this walk is. This walk is nothing but a big test, right? So that's how you know, like I said, too, we're not here to live a lavish lifestyle. We are here for punishment, man, because we went off. So it's really going to be a test the whole walk through. Yeah, the Lord is going to give you things to... how can I say this? He's going to give you just what you need. A roof over your head, clothes on your back, food in your stomach, a car to get back forth to A and B, your children taken care of, all the important things that you need. But he's not going to give you, more than what you need. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to give you less than what you need, as long as you're doing what he needs you to do, right? But when those things that you have are taken away from you, how are you going to hold up? How are you going to continue to praise the Lord, right? Are you going to be rooted in the bed of Yahweh Shah, or are you going to fold and fall out, man, right? Let's continue. Let's grab a couple more precepts. Let's go to the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Let's do it in here. Blue Letter Bible. Where am I at? Oops, lucky. Oh, James chapter 1, verse 12, Salaki. And it says, we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it in both versions. It says, no, we're gonna start in NLT. It says, Yahweh blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that Yahweh has promised to those who love Him. And that's what we doing this for, man. That's what we walking out, making our body live a sacrifice for when we go out in these streets and teach, and also how we live it on and off camera, man. You know what I'm saying? We're patiently endure testing and temptation every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that Yahweh has promised to those who love Him. Right? And that's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for so we can receive that crown of life. We're doing this for so we can receive that crown of salvation. You know what I'm saying? We see the bigger picture at the end of the race, man. You know what I'm saying? We see the bigger picture at the finish line. Like I said, the 2/3 and the heathens, you know what I'm saying, they can't see beyond their front yard. But the ones who in this truth, man, we can see beyond this place. We know this place is temporary. We know we're here for a punishment, So let's grab another precept. 2 Timothy 4 and 5. Right, and it says, we're gonna read out in NLT. It says, but you should keep a clear mind in every situation. So keep your mind clear, be sober, be vigilant. Keep your mind clear of any of the bullshit, any of the false doctrines, any of the ways of the world. Stay focused on this truth, man. Stay focused on the task at hand. Don't be afraid of suffering for the Lord. Don't be afraid of suffering. Yahweh Shah had to suffer. The prophets of old had to suffer. We all got to go through these trials and tribulations, man. Because like I said, we're here for a punishment. Work at telling others the good news, that's this truth, and fully carry out the ministry God has given you. As for me, my life has already been poured out as an offering to Yahweh. The time of my death is near. I have fought the good fight and finished the race, and that's what we are trying to do. We fighting a good fight, looking to finish this race and get beamed up by them chariots, man. And I have remained faithful. And that's us. We got to remain faithful as well. And now the prize awaits me. What's that prize? The crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give me on the day of his return. And that's what we're waiting on, that crown of righteousness, for the Lord to say, well done, my fellow servant, right? We're waiting on that crown of salvation, that crown of righteousness, that everlasting salvation, man. Them new bodies, that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for to get beamed up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? And will give me one day of his return. And the prize is not just for me, but for all who eagerly look forward to his appearing. to his appearing, man. And that's what we're looking forward to, the coming of salvation, the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, man. You know, because we tired of being down here. We tired of going through these afflictions. But what we doing? We patiently enduring. We still going through it. We not looking away. We not turning on the Lord. Why? Because we know we need him, man. And we need, like I said, we see the bigger picture, right? Let's grab the last precept, Romans chapter 5, verse 3 and 4. And it says, out of NLT, it says, Romans chapter 5, verse 3, and it says, we can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance, right? So we go through these trials and tribulations, not only is it for our salvation, but it also builds character, right? And endurance, and develops strength and character, like I just said, and strengthens our confidence and hope of salvation. It gives us that confidence to know that we can get through it, man. It gives us more faith in Yahushua, because he will test you, bring you into something, and to bring you out, man. You know, just to show his power, just like how he did Job. He took everything away from Job, you know, except that bitch. He kept that bitch alive, though. And what did she say? She said, why don't you just curse the Lord and kill yourself, right? And that's why you got to beware of some women that you're messing with, too, man. Hey, all women that you have ain't good for you. If she ain't embedded and rooted in this truth, hey, man, get rid of her, you know. But at the end of the day, or if she going to be a distraction, hey, get rid of her, man, right now, because those times are coming when we going to have more women. You know, those times are coming, and it's coming fast, because, hey, you see what's going on, World War III, over there in the UK, they pushing out the MOTB on the veterans, you know, using them as guinea pigs. You know, World War III is coming up. So, hey, these times are approaching closer, man, and Yahushua's return is closer. So don't worry about if you have a woman. Don't worry about your trials and tribulations right now. Just keep pushing and keep fighting, man, because these things build character. These things gives us hope. That means the Lord is dealing with you. If you just live in an easy lifestyle and the Lord will just give you everything that your heart's desire, he just give you those things to destroy you. But if he's, you know, if he's chastising you, that means the Lord loves you, man. You know, that means he's dealing with you. Just how a father chastises his son, the Lord chastises us through trials and tribulations, right? So pretty much that was just the point. Just want